My name is Jay Fletcher. I'm the Executive Director of YBL here in Jackson, Mississippi, and this is our final video number 4 of our Connected devotional series. Connected is the theme of our ministry for 2021, as 2020 and COVID and the pandemic and all disconnected us from most everything. We just felt like the Lord was leading us toward this idea of connected, connection, or reconnection to Christ and to the local church. And then finally today, talking about community. For YBL Jackson, community means a couple of things. First off, our YBL small groups is a place where we can find community in a smaller setting. Our small groups are 5 to 10 people that gather regularly in conference rooms, office spaces, restaurants, and they discuss God's Word and the truth that's found there. They pray together, they fellowship together, and they grow spiritually together. Understand that friendships are made, and community needs to be wrapped around friendships that are being made. We were not designed to live life in isolation. We need friends. I know that there are folks out there that are watching this right now. You're extrovert, you're introvert. Look, all of us, no matter where we fall, we need friendships. We need those ways to be encouraged by other people that are around us. We're not designed to live in isolation. Isolation, you can just think about all the bad things that happen or can happen to a man in isolation. A second thing is accountability is found there. We all need accountability to keep us on track, keep us focused, and it's that constant encouragement of other people that we find in this community that will encourage us along. Maybe when we're having a bad day or challenging day at work or at home, wherever we find ourselves, but it's that group of friends or brothers that will encourage us along. Encouragement is given. We've talked about that. All of us can use a healthy dose of encouragement. When I look at 2020, so much of what I saw were men, women, just people so discouraged about life and everything around them. All of us can use this heavy dose of encouragement in our lives. 2021, reconnection, connection, however you want to look at it, there's an important word there is the idea of encouragement to that connection of community. I want to ask you a question. Are you disconnected from community? One of the best places to grow in your connection to Christ is with a small group of friends studying God's Word. YBL Jackson offers small groups that meet all over the metro area, breakfast, lunch. We can help you connect to those groups. Reach out, let us know. We'll talk about how you can connect to us later. A second area of this idea of community for YBL Jackson is community can also mean the people around you. In so many cases, we drive up in our driveway, go into the garage, close the door, and we really just don't think about anything else. We're walking along the street and we just kind of put our head down and we go. We don't really notice what's around us. Think about your neighbors. Think about your coworkers. Think about people at the gym where you work out that you can actually go back to the gym now. People that you run into in the grocery store. Just think about that. That's your community. And you get the idea. The people around you, notice them, recognize that they are a part of your community. As we try to connect or reconnect to our community during 2021, we are driven by our theme verse for this year. And you can see it on the screen, John 15, 4 through 5. And it says, "Abide in me," this is Jesus talking, "and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in him, he it is that bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing." As your connection to Christ grows deeper, we begin to see people around us as Jesus sees them. Would you ask Jesus to do that in your life? Would you ask him to help you pick up your head and look around you and notice the community around you? You will notice in that community there are some people that are hurting. You will notice in that community there are some people that are excited. You'll notice in there that there are people that just don't really know and understand what's going on in their life right now. But Jesus had a great love for people, not just certain kinds of people, but all people. Jesus served people around him faithfully, and Jesus engaged people around him regularly. And that's the desire of our heart as we reconnect to community, whether it's our small groups or just our community at large. Let's see people as Jesus sees people. No, not specific kinds of people, but all people, and begin to ask God to grow our love for all people. Would you serve the people around you faithfully? Would you faithfully? You may not even know them, but just faithfully be willing to serve those folks, and then to engage people regularly. Maybe somebody that you know, maybe it's a friendship that has been disconnected for whatever reason. Reconnect with that. So, what does that mean to us? Well, a couple of things. We need to show love to people around us. Look, that is something that we just desperately all need to see. We need to see more love. We need to see people loving and encouraging each other. Not just people we know, but all people around us. Pick your head up and see people. There are people around you that need a smile. They need an encouraging word. How can you serve the people around you? Think about some just little simple things. Pay for somebody's coffee in line at Starbucks. Bring your neighbors or coworkers some cookies. Share a meal with your neighbors. There are so many ways that we just need to think about where we can reconnect with our community. So, final video, and just the reminder that we want to make sure that we are connecting to the community, the local church, and to Christ. If you haven't seen the first 3 videos at this point, go back and watch those, and hopefully all of this will begin to make sense to you. If we can serve you in any way, we're ready to do that. You can connect with us at YBLJackson.org. Again, that's YBLJackson.org. You can see much more about our ministry there, as well as contact us for any help that you need. Hope you have a great day.